The day I stopped begging and started giving. For a long time, I believed my life was already decided. Every morning, I sat outside the subway entrance with a small cup in front of me. People rushed past, eyes glued to their phones, lives moving forward while mine stayed still. Some dropped coins. Most didn't stop. I told myself this was just how the world worked. Some people were lucky. Some people were not. And I was one of the unlucky ones. One evening, when the crowd was thinner, a woman stopped in front of me. She didn't reach for her wallet. She looked at me and asked calmly, "What do you do all day?" I felt embarrassed. "I sit here," I said. "I wait." She nodded and asked another question, one that stayed with me for days. "What do you give people in return?" I didn't answer. Because I didn't have one. She smiled gently and said, "People don't mind paying. They just want to receive something first." Then she walked away. That night I couldn't sleep. Her words echoed in my head. "What do you give?" I realized something uncomfortable. All my life, I had been focused on what I lacked: money, opportunities, luck. I never once asked what I already had. The next morning, I noticed a street musician nearby. People stopped, smiled, and left money, not because they felt sorry, but because they enjoyed the music. That's when it hit me. People pay for value, not pity. I didn't have music. But I had something else. Time. I went home and wrote short, positive messages on small pieces of paper. "Have a good day. You matter more than you think. Keep going." The next day, instead of holding my cup out silently, I handed people a note and said, "This is for you." Some people looked confused. Some smiled. Some stopped to read. And many of them left money. Not out of guilt, but appreciation. Something changed inside me. I wasn't invisible anymore. I wasn't waiting anymore. I was contributing. Over time, I wrote better messages. I saved a little money. Then I printed small cards instead of scraps of paper. Soon, people came back just to see what the message of the day was. My situation didn't change overnight. But my mindset did. I stopped seeing myself as someone who needed help. I started seeing myself as someone who had something to offer. Weeks later, I saw the woman again. She recognized me immediately. "You changed," she said. "No," I replied. "I realized I already had value." She smiled. That was the day I understood the real lesson. Life doesn't reward waiting. It rewards contribution. The moment you stop asking and start giving, even something worth giving,